Yeah, amazing traders. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jide the Trader. In case you are coming to this channel for the first time, you want to smash the subscribe button now. Click on the like and don't forget to drop your comments, drop what you feel about this chart. Alright, so today I want to analyze the gold chart. It's been a while I analyze gold chart for you guys, so I want to analyze gold chart. What is really happening on gold, right? What is my outtake on gold? What is my bias? Alright, so I'm going to go straight to the daily time frame. That's one day, and we're going to analyze the gold chart together. So as you can see, this is gold in front of me, and for a very long period of time, gold has been in a nasty range. In this range, gold has been ranging here, and finally we broke out of here. And when gold was ranging here, right, I mapped out that once we can break out of here, we're actually going to 3,690. So on the round number, that would be on 3,700. $3,700 per coin. So that was the round number. And how did I know that gold is going to shoot to that high? It's very simple, right? First, like I explained, I'm going to delete this. So, like I explained earlier, and then there's a range. And then there's a nasty range. When price break out, we tend to see a corresponding breakout, right? So if I'm to calculate from this point to this area, then I move it here. So you're going to see that ideally Ideally, yes, this was the target. That was why you see the target was there. I just set it up here to a round number, right? So, and you can see gold has gotten to, almost gotten there or gotten there already. So that was the first thing I used. And the second thing I did was why gold was in this before it ran into this range, right? Before gold ran into this range, when it was here coming up here, I knew that it was coming back to this zone here. This drop, I actually dropped this signal in my WhatsApp channel, and my Telegram channel is going to be back very soon. So you guys just stay updated. So I dropped this signal in my WhatsApp channel for this short trade that saw here. Then when we saw to this point, which become the third bounce on the trend, I said gold is going to drop to this point. And when we get here, I said we are going up here. Here I was expecting a breakout, but here it came again. And now what I did was I used my Fibonacci from this low to this high. So I used my Fibonacci from that low to this high. You see that there was a black line here. So that was this zone target. I just deleted the black line now. So if I'm to return it, there was a black line here when I started this video. So that was the target. And I know once we clear here, we are coming for this. So that's I got that black line there over there. And the second thing was, if you look at this point, you see this was where I highlighted out this point. One, two, I had another one here. So if I'm to show you guys very well as well, like a trend line playing out, then I've deleted the trend line. So it was like a trend line playing out there. If I have to put the trend line here, not how trading view is behaved nowadays. So if I'm to put this trend line here like this, so this was the trend line. I don't know, my trading view is kind of misbehaving nowadays, but it's fine. So if I'm to put this was the trend line, right? So connecting this one, I wanted to touch, yes, connecting this one with this one, then I drag it forward. So you could see that it came back here for the third one, and on the third touch, I knew we are going up, and that was why I targeted back this high. If you can't break this high, at least we stop here. Then if you break it, we go higher. But instead, gold came down, then started ranging. That was when I left gold. But at the point it was about going here, I wasn't on the charts. But I actually saw this breakout, but I was just not interested in trading gold at that point at the moment. All right. So, but now, what is my hard take? What are we expecting on gold? What is gold going to do next? All right. Very simple. And how did I come across all this level I put out here? Like this one here, how did I know price is coming here? How did I get this level? But very simple. What I did was I used the tools I call the Fibonacci extension. So if I try to use Fibonacci extension, let's just calculate from this. This was nice pullback we had here. So I'm just going to draw from the low straight to the high. No, this is not Fibonacci extension. Okay. So I'm just going to draw from the low straight to the high, then bring it back to the low. I'm going to drag it forward. All right. So you could see. So let me make this thing very well. Good. So you could see that this zone is kind of very close to this one, so this was the line. But what I did here was, this was where it was then. I know the round number is $4,000, so it's probably going to get there. That was why I put it in $4,000 per coin. Then if it comes to $4,000, the late high gold is going to be printing later in the future is going to be this next one, which is around 4,330. So I'm just going to bring it to a round number, which is 4,300. All right. So this was how I used to get these levels with just the help of the Fibonacci tools. And you could see that here I had the black line in this middle. Sorry guys. So I have the black line in this middle, which I did the other time. So this black line is also in line with this 1.5 extension. So now what is my hot take on gold? All right. So I dropped in the group yesterday where I saw someone trying to sell gold when this red candle was coming down. I told the person there is no sell. I think that was the first day, but don't expect any sell from gold yet until we get to 3,700. We are still going to be seeing the bullish move. So currently we are in 3,645. That's 3,645, and we still have some pips to use upside to 3,007. So we still have a little bit pips to the upside. So now I'm going to go to the maybe the 4 hours time frame. Let's see what price is saying over there. All right, this is the 4 hours chart. So you can see presently what I'm looking at here is there is no entry for us. I can see the chart is very kind of strong. So moving to the upside, what we can do is we just leave market, allow it to get to this point, let it roll to this point, let it do its thing, and give us confirmation around this region. So if we get to this region, I can tell you for a fact that we are coming to this next zone. Once we get here, we break it, we are coming to the next zone. So surely gold is going to break this level. Trust me, I did this analysis September 9. You can write down this date. Gold is going to get to $4,000 per coin. You heard it here first. So how do we now get our entry? It's very simple. What we're going to do is we are going to wait patiently, and we wait for something like this. Then you kind of pull back below here a little bit. Then when price is about going closing above it, then that's where we get our entry, and we target it all the way here. So our entry is just going to be something like this for now. Just watch how price is moving. You don't chase price. The stop loss just around this region or thereabouts. Then we target here. And this is, if you have to count this pip, this is about 6,000 pips or thereabouts. Yeah, I think so. Okay, this is 1,000 pips upward. So for gold to get to about $4,000 per coin. So it is just a very simple scenario and very simple strategy. If we have gotten our hinge around there, have been a very nice one. But since price is gone already, we don't want to chase price. All right, we don't want to chase price. We just want price to be. We want to buy at a very good zone. But in terms of day trading, maybe you want to go for quick scalping or thereabout, then you can scroll to the maybe 15 minutes time frame or 30 minutes time frame, depending on your time frame. And what you do there is very simple. So you can see how the waves is on this lower time frame. So you can see how the waves is counting here on the lower time frame. So we have this level here, like a minor support around here on the 15 minutes time frame. So when price came here, we'll have gotten our entry, then take it to this point, right? So we can use this lower time frame to get our entry. But notwithstanding, what you're going to do is looking at the way price is moving and the way price is reacting. So gold might just need to come back to this um, bottom for one more last time, then we go. All right. So we might come down here again, put in a double bottom, then we take it higher. Yeah. So we might come here, put in a double bottom, then we take it higher. Because if I try to put a black line here, you see that it's kind of testing this left hand side, this region area. So this what is hanging good from going upward. So what I'm thinking, what I'm expecting is might just come in to put in a double bottom here, then we go again. That is the first scenario. Then the second one is if that doesn't happen. If that doesn't happen, then we might consider looking at something like this area. This point here I just marked out. So you want price to close above this area. You can get your entry, then your stop loss around this region. It's a very simple thing. This is what I'm talking about on the 15 minutes time frame. Once you have a close above this area, I don't see what price is coming to do downside again. So just put your stop loss below this area, then you target this same 3,007. And this is going to be a risk reward of 1 to 4. So it's still a very nice trade. It's still a very nice trade. So that is what I'm seeing on gold at the moment. Is of two scenario. It's either we come down here, put in the double bottom, then we go up, or we have a break above this area here. Once you have a candle engulfing, like this candle that's pointing now, if this candle end up closing above here, like this, just put your entry here. Just put your entry above it like this. Then your stop loss below it a little bit. Then you have a reach wall of 1 to 4. And you target to this up side. So this is what I'm seeing on gold at the moment. So you want to watch price closely. This is 15 minutes time frame entry strategy. If I was here when this happened, let's say I've analyzed it earlier and I've seen this, I would have been on this trade immediately when it jumped, when it traced back to this zone. Then my target is still going to be like this. So once I'm in the trade, I don't mind what happened. I'm just going to stick to the trade. Like I can show you example of this kind of trade I'm talking about on AUD That same sector looks similar as this, but for this scenario, since we are not on the chart, so this is where we're going to get in a close above this zone here. A close above that zone, we get the entry. Then we just target back to this green zone. So at least 3,007. So once you clear 3,007, then you can start looking for other entry to get to over 4,000. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot of space to the upside. So you don't need to rush. You don't need to rush. So like this kind of setup I'm talking about, this same setup that looks like this, I think it's on AUD So if I have to show you this kind of a trade, AUD So AUD. So AUD I think this is what I'm using. Okay, so you can see good. So like this is what I was talking about. Look at this chart. Just exactly, you can see this is exactly what I was telling you on good. So you can see that when price was going, I was just watching it. So immediately I saw price around this area, I just drew out this one. I said if price can come back here and I see an engulfing candle, I'm going to get in this trade. And I think on this particular trade, I use a 1 hour time frame. So that's why I wait for a 1 hour candle close to get in this trade. So if I'm to check, if I'm to show you the 1 hour candle, so you can see it. So you can see this 1 hour candle close engulfing. So you can see when I check, the candle was just about seconds to close. I think 1 minute left to close. Then I know in 1 minute it can never come down the way I see it printing. So I just got in the trade, and you can see price just started moving, came back to entry here, then come back here, created something like a double bottom, which I'm trying to tell you on good that might happen. Then you can see price is very close to target on AUD. So this was same kind of setups I used to enter this AUD, and that's the same thing I'm showing you on XAUUSD now. So I don't even know which one I used. I think it's this one. Yeah. So you can see that the same kind of setup I'm showing you on XAUUSD 15 minutes time frame. This is not the setup I used. This is not the pair I used. I think it would be this. Okay, I think it's FS open. Let me check FS open. Yeah, this. Yeah, it should be this. So you can see it. The same thing I'm explaining here. So you can see price might come back here, create something like double bottom, just like the way it did on AUD, then go up, or we have a close above here. So, but if I was here when this candle was like this, I would have gotten in this trade here, my stop loss below here, then I would have been on the trade. But since I'm not on the trade, and you can see I don't chase price, I wait for another type of entry. Once I get the entry, I get in the trade. So I'm looking at this region, getting in this trade, and go for a risk reward of 1 to 4 on this XAUUSD. And explaining other things I'm seeing. So let me just try to explain some things to you before I end the video. All right. So let me just share some educational tips with you. So if I put this trend line from here all the way up here, So we can see all the way up here. So if this price has to come down here, it's not just going to come as a straight line. So you can see it might have some little range here. Then if it's come back here, it might just come and touch this trend line for the third time, something like this. So if that happen, then this is going to be my entry like this. Yeah, like I explained earlier, and I was going to add that same target. So you can have something like that, a third touch on the trend line. So we have of two scenarios. So let me just show you the two scenarios. Like I said, it's either we go, you can see, yes, you can see this particular pair. I have this, you can see this was an analysis I did. This wasn't even showing before. I say once you break here, we come back for a retest, and I have an entry coming here. This was the one I was showing you earlier. Then they were saying we have about 1,000 pips to the upside. So this one, but I'm going to delete this one before this. We want to catch that small move first. All right. So I'm going to be watching price closely, see what it's doing around this trend line area. If you are going to come for the trend line for the third time, and if that happens, then I'm going to take my entry on the trend line. I'm going to take my entry on this trend line to the upside. So this might be today's Tuesday. This might happen on Wednesday. This might happen on Thursday. I think by the time I'll be dropping this video on YouTube, this setup should still be available. So watch out and have a nice week ahead. Then I see you in another video. Bye for now. This is September 10th. So, and when market open, you can see that there was a gap to the downside, but didn't touch the trend line. Then I waited for the candle to close to see some reaction. Then price came down back again, back all the way back to this my zone here. So you could see it finally touched the trend line. So you see we have a touch on the trend line, and when the candle closed above it on 30 minutes, and then I get my entry, then you could see just as analyzed, price is playing out. So you can see presently on this trade, I'm up with about 1 to 2 point something already. So you can see, so this is how to analyze like a pro and trade like a pro. So you can see that was a third touch on the trend line, just as analyzed. I actually dropped this same setup, in a WhatsApp group. So let me see if I could just go to the WhatsApp group. This is the WhatsApp group. You can see this is my free group. So you can see if I scroll up, yeah, I want to show you the one for gold that I dropped, the free WhatsApp community. So you can see this was the chart. So you can see the trade, how it's playing out here. And I think I even dropped it even before it started playing out. Now, if you watch the live stream video, this was the AUD, GBP, AUD pair analyzed on the live stream. So if you watch our live stream video, this was the pair analyzed on the live stream, on the Zoom meeting. That was the video that dropped before this one. So you can watch that video as well if you have not watched it. So you can see this is the gold. So you can see this is the chart. I knew I dropped it here before it started playing out. So I dropped it here. You could see it. I said, you see the price is coming to the zone. So just after analyzed. And that was what I said. So you see, I said analysis during the Zoom meeting, because I actually analyzed this in the night again during the Zoom meeting. So I recorded this video in the afternoon. Then in the Zoom meeting, I analyzed it for them again. I tell them my buyer the reason why I expecting the drop here. And you could see I said I put the arrow there that we wait to touch the trend line. I have to drag the arrow to touch the trend line. And when it touched the trend line, that was exactly when we took the entry. So if you find this video helpful, drop a like on the video, drop your comment, tell me what you feel about the video, tell me what you learned. So this video is dropped for you to be educated. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button, drop a like and click on the notification bell so you don't stay outdated when I drop awesome content like this. And I see you in the next video. Bye for now.